Gütersloh is a city in North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany, in the area of Westphalia and the administrative region of Detmold.Gütersloh is the administrative center for a district of the same name and has a population of 96,320 people. Geography: Gütersloh lies in the Emsandeben, southwest of the Teutoburg Forest and on the northeastern edge of the Westphalian Basin and has no significant points of elevation. The city's lowest point is 64 meters above sea level on the River Ems near the Princess Royal Barracks, and the highest point is 105 meters above sea level in the eastern township of Friedrichsdorf. The border to Rhede-Wiedenbrook extends as part of the Red Air Forest, a large wooded area with predominantly coniferous trees. The River Dalke flows through the city from east to west, crossing close to the Stadtpark as well as the city center and River Ems. Gütersloh railway station is on the Hamm-Minden line. Politics. City Council. The City Council consists of 52 seats, according to the local election in 2014. Major industries. Gütersloh is an industrial city. Inside the Ring Road is the city center, which contains a variety of shops and department stores. Gütersloh is best known for Bertelsmann with 11,300 workers and Miele with 5,000 workers. There are 5,000 other enterprises in Gütersloh. Those companies have 46,000 workers. The most important areas are media, Bertelsmann Software, Reply Deutschland, metalworking, Miele, Westerflex, food, Mestemika, Campina GmbH, Martin, Vogt-Namp, Wolf, Gering Bunte. Recreational amenities. Gütersloh has 4 parks: the Stadtpark und Botanischer Garten. Gütersloh contains a duck pond, a botanical garden, and many paths bordered by mature trees. It was built 1908-09 next to the River Dalke and is one of the most beautiful parks in Germany. The Mons Park contains a paddling pool, an adventure playground area, a mini-golf area, some sports fields and a hockey field which can be used for ice hockey, too. Since 1949 there is an amphitheater with 1,100 seats. The name comes from the owner, Frederick Amon, from which the town bought the park in 1937. There is also the small Riga Park and the park of the LWL Clinic. Swimmers are accommodated amply in Gütersloh with no fewer than 4 pools, both indoor and outdoor. The large outdoor pool has an Olympic-size pool, diving boards and sunbathing space, while the original indoor pool has the usual sauna and steam rooms. The Stadtmuseum Gütersloh accommodates, beside exhibits to Gütersloh's local history, 2 exhibitions referring to the history of medicine and industry. Regular events. In the second half of March opens the Gütersloh Frühling around house and garden. Local garden centers, nurseries and flower shops present the Savvy. During the Langjährige Kunst in May-June, museums and art galleries have opened very long, and the Straßenarbor, where you can see antique cars and new cars of all categories. Pentecost. There is a wine festival, while on the marketplace is the Pentecost Fun Fair. Over the whole summer there are many concerts shown on the open-air stage in the Mons Park. In their Adrenner Überwasser, the bikers have to drive over a course of planks over a boating pond without falling in the water. At Gütersloh Vergenisse, many restaurants present haute cuisine open air. At Gütersloh International, many foreign musicians and folk dances present a mixed program in front of the municipal hall. In August, bands and stand-up comedians show the program for free on the Drakesplatz. At the end of September begins the Michaelis Fun Fair. Every 2 years there is also a pageant where many clubs present themselves. In October is Schinkenmarkt, where you can buy ham not just from Westphalia. Traditionally the year ends with a Christmas market on the Berliner Platz. There are many Schützenvereine. Gütersloh Schützengesellschaft exists since 1832. There are always many Easter fires on Easter Saturday. Sports. In 2006 there were 95 clubs with 25,000 members in Gütersloh. There are 24 sports fields and 39 coliseums, of which 11 are bigger than 22 times 45 meters. There are also 3 open-air baths and 2 indoor swimming pools. Football. The oldest Westphalian football club, the Gymnasialspielverein in Gütersloh, was founded in 1878 at the Evangelisch Stiftisches Gymnasium. The most popular football club of the town is FC Gütersloh 2000, which had a spell in the 2. Fußball Bundesliga from 1996 to 1999 before being relegated and dissolved by a court due to an overwhelming debt, 7 million German marks. Subsequently, the club was re-established in 2000. The women's team plays as FSV Gütersloh 2009 in the 2. Bundesliga, while the men's team plays in the Oberliga Westfalen, the 5th league. The FSV Gütersloh 2009 organizes the Gütersloh Hallenmasters, Germany's biggest international cup for U17 teams. There is also the Streng Cup, one of the biggest cups in Ostwestfalen-Lippe for teenagers. A great event in the history of Gütersloh was the 2006 FIFA World Cup. Being an official training area, the Heideward Stadion was used 3 times by the Portugal national football team. Up to 5,000 fans came to watch the games on the biggest video screen in Ostwestfalen-Lippe in front of the town hall. Gütersloh was one of the very few towns in Germany where the FIFA World Cup trophy was shown. Many people also had a job-related connection to the World Cup because many articles like books, magazines or posters were produced in Gütersloh by Bertelsmann. International relations. Gütersloh is twinned with Châteauroux in France, Broxtowe in the United Kingdom, Grudziądz in Poland, Falun in Sweden, and with Rzhev in Russia. Military. RAF Gütersloh. A Royal Air Force station was located in Gütersloh until after the fall of the Berlin Wall. It was home of RAF Squadrons 2 and 4, which flew Hawker Hunter photo reconnaissance aircraft, then 19 and 92 Squadron, which flew Lightnings, and later 3 and 4, which flew the distinctive VTOL Harrier. They were supported by 18 Squadron operating Chinook helicopters and 230 Squadron which flew Puma helicopters. There were also personnel at the station from the RAF regiment who provided rapid ground-to-air missile support. It was the most easterly of NATO's air bases during the Cold War. The station was originally built for the Luftwaffe, who flew Junkers bombers from the station, and the runway was extended during this period using the labor of Soviet prisoners of war. A memorial to whom now stands near Junkers Farm, a farm building which was later used as a scout hut within the station's perimeter fence. The farm building is now condemned and the scouts use a larger building on Mansberg Barracks instead. But the scouts still use the area near the building during the summer, and the memorial is still mentioned on camps. RAF Gütersloh closed in 1993. Princess Royal Barracks, Gütersloh. The British Army took over RAF Gütersloh in 1993 and renamed it Princess Royal Barracks, Gütersloh. It now houses regiments of the Royal Logistic Corps, Army Air Corps and 114 Provost Company, Royal Military Police. The second barracks in Gütersloh is called Mansberg Barracks, which holds a British secondary school called King's School and a primary school called Hague School for the Armed Forces. Mansberg Barracks is home to 26th Regiment Royal Artillery. Famous people born in Gütersloh. Diana AMFD, actress. Simon Goes Joanne, comedian, TV presenter and actor. Hans Werner Hans, composer. Wolf Hilberts, architect, inventor, and marine scientist. Rudolf Mehl, entrepreneur. Reinhard Mohn, owner of Bertelsmann. Ludwig Müller, leader of the Protestant Rite Church; Friedrich Daniel von Recklinghausen, pathologist; Hans Heinrich Lohmann, SS officer; Karl Bertelsmann, printer and publisher; Holger Bertrand Flottmann, neurologist, psychiatrist and psychotherapist. Miscellaneous. Aramaeans in Gütersloh. In Gütersloh there are approximately 10,000 Aramaeans. It has the largest number of Aramaeans of any other towns in Germany. In 2010, 100 companies in Gütersloh were run by Aramaeans. 3 football clubs play in local leagues: Ter Abden Gütersloh, Aramäer Gütersloh and St. Gabriel Gütersloh. Gütersloh's nicknames. In local media, Dalkestadt is often used. An older nickname is Nazareth or Little Nazareth because the Protestants in the 19th century were very religious. In Low German, the city is called Gützel. The younger inhabitants often use G-Towner Lulalo. Food and drink. The cuisine in Gütersloh is mostly influenced by the traditional and substantial Westphalian way of cooking. A typical dish would be pumpernickel, a heavy, sweet rye bread, served with Westphalian ham. Also popular is the so-called picket, made out of flour, milk, eggs, currants and yeast, which is then mixed and put into a baking pan. The recipe dates back to 1900 and it is still popular and served in restaurants today. Regional beverages include Steinhager gin, made in the nearby community of Steinhagen, the Bitterschroedersbunjekamp and the special brews created in the Gütersloh brewery.